Hello. Just wanted to share a quick thought with everybody. I just had a situation happen to me that I thought um, needed some needed to be talked about. That I handled not as great as I would have liked to have, but we'll see. Okay, so I was supposed to go pick up my car this morning or today, like it just left a half hour ago or whatever, and my mom had come to get me because it was raining outside and I have an appointment that I don't want to miss, and I got all, done up and I didn't want to go, like, down in the rain, and asked her to come get me. So she did. But when we got down to the garage, my car wasn't done yet. And I mean, I took it in yesterday, brought it in back. They said it was going to be done by this afternoon, but I guess they ran into some complications and it's not. So I had a bunch of plans today, so I was kind of, really frustrated and very much thrown off schedule. And I took it out on my mom. And I was freaking out. I was all mopey and pouty, and yeah, things aren't going to go my way today. Great. Excuse me. And then I was like, in the midst of going, okay, remain calm. It's nobody's fault. Things like this happen all the time. Parts don't come in when they're supposed to. It's not the people at the garage's fault. It's not my mom's fault, because technically, if I hadn't just been so lazy and concerned about my looks, I could have walked down, found out the information, and it would have only been me that I was inconveniencing, or the situation was inconveniencing for. But I took for granted, and I freaked out on my mom, because I couldn't freak out on people in public, because that's not good. So, but then I got home and I realized that wasn't her fault either. And I feel really badly, and I felt really badly. So I calmed myself down, and I was just like, you know what? Send her a quick text saying, just, I'll figure it out myself. I'm so sorry for putting this on you. You have your own issues for the day that I just kind of, once again, crept into, and everything went woohoo. So, but it turns out that, you know, she's my mom and she's gonna help me out no matter what. I was gonna walk down the rain. I was dig out my raincoat and it's okay, it's Mickey Mouse, so that would look really wonderful. Bright yellow. I was prepared to look like a freak, but apparently she's going to help me. So, I mean, that's great, but my thought was that how many times do we take the things people do around us for granted? And how many times do we expect everybody else to jump for us? I do it. I don't like to admit it, but I do it. Sometimes it's just, you have a certain idea of what you want and what you're thinking of, and then all of a sudden it's like plans don't work out and you're in a tough spot. So then you expect everybody else that's in a little less of a tight spot, well, from what you know, to jump. And that's not right. That's part of our human nature. We expect what we want, but I just wanted to share that because it's a moral dilemma. It's something I don't feel good about, but at the same time, I know I struggle with. And the bottom line is we need to start really appreciating the people around us and not take them for granted, not take what they do for granted for us. and just roll with the punches. Things are gonna happen. They always happen. It's just a thing. But yeah, so eventually I'll get to my appointment. If I have to call and postpone it, that's the worst case scenario. I'm sure it's gonna be, you don't want to have to do that, but at the same time, there are sometimes things you cannot deal with. And be thankful, be courteous, respectful, and only expect, don't put people on such an expectation level that they can't meet it. Lower your, not standards, don't lower your standards, but lower your expectations of what is realistic. I'm not a big fan of reality. It kind of sucks. But you gotta kind of dig deep sometimes and find that didn't work. That was kind of like unrealistic. You can't just expect it. When there's so many people in the world, you're going to have conflicts, and there's going to be things that can't be done on a dime. So be happy, be thankful, and be content with what other people do for you, and be thankful. I said that, but that's okay. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow or later today if I have another thought. Take care.